Hello guys, it's DB Groundy here, back at it again with another video, and this time we have Mic Drop with 1,478 rating versus N3sh with 1,605 rating, so it's going to be another new format video. Also, make sure to check out N3sh's YouTube, link down below at the very top of the description, and then hopping right in, we're going to go ahead and see Mic Drop win the rock, paper, scissors, shoot, and they will decide to go first, 44 versus 40. Opening hands, we got Polly, Fallen of Albaz, Kelbeck, Rhino, and Tearlament. They got Mercurier, Branded Fusion, Cartasia, Regained, and Druisworm. So, we got N3sh on the classic Synchro branded deck, and then they're going up against a branded tier deck. So, normal Rhino, effect, dump tier cash mill 2, mill Branded Fusion, branded in red. I mean, maybe the mill won't be bad if we mill a Tragedy to reset at some point, but summon tier cash, banish tier cash, affect the mill, and then that mills Medora, Branded Fusion, Fenrir. It's oh man, every time I watch a tier deck over 40, it's it just hurts sometimes. It does. I feel like every time I watch a 40 card deck Bruh on Poke, every time I watch him play tier, it's just always consistent. It feels like it's always consistent good mills. Feels like, I don't know. I don't think I like all this extra fluff in some of these decks. But now we're going to activate Polly, use Tier Cash, Rhino, and Kelbeck. Just make Guardian Chimera just because we want to be able to activate our Kelbeck there. Sure, so Kelbeck mill 5, they mill Magma Mutt, Cartasia, Branded in red, Springin's Kit. We mill Shaddoll, Beast, Trivi, Karma, Screama, YuGiOh, Solic. Alright, that's just crazy. I'd bring up bad mills and then we mill almost perfect. Yeah, there's no tier name, but wow. Solic 1, Beast 2, YuGiOh 3, Scream 4. Okay. So imagine a mill 5 plus 5. It could be more. It could be more. It is more. They mill Shaylin, King of the Swamp, Retribution, opening. Oh my gosh. They mill Fallen of Albaz, Quem. Draw in the Screams at +7, it is a lot. I wouldn't say it's a full +7 though, since no, I guess it is, because no matter what, we activated Polly and summoned Chimera, so at that point, yeah, you can't really say we use 4 cards to get to that point, because we already committed to that point. We just happened to know great. Then search Havness. And then we're going to activate Shaylin effect, chain Druisworm, banish the special, Retribution to grab back Branded Fusion. And then Trivi Karma goes search for Tier Planet. I wonder how many Fallen of Albaz we play. Planet, go search Rhino. I feel like it'd be 2. Activate Scream, activate Branded Fusion. They're going to go ahead dump Merly, Fallen of Albaz from hand. Wow, okay, so only plays 1 of it. Alright. Bring out Lubellion, and then new chain link, Lubellion 1, Merly 2, so put back Merly. I don't know, it's a little bit awkward. I was gonna say put back King of the Swamp, Rhino for Kaleido, you can get Scream, you can get Tier Planet, and then we have Lubellion making Mirror Jade. So then put back Fallen of Albaz, put back Lubellion. And then that brings out Mirror Jade. Oh, okay. Dragos to Paleo. Scream effect to mill 3. Yeah, they're going to shuffle first. Mill King of the Swamp, Alibur. I mean, and opening. I mean, that's not bad. That's a pretty decent mill 3. Set Solic. N3sh, Dragos to Paleo on Druisworm. So that way they can't activate Bestial Lubellion to tribute over the Druisworm because it's level 1. Yeah. I don't know. Would Mirror Jade have been better? I guess we have Branded in red engrave, and we don't want to use a Shuffler yet. Alright, pass. They draw Sornier. And then activate Regained in the Scream column. Activate Cartasia, special summon out. Nothing there. Also, I guess, they are playing the Synchro build of this deck, so it does mess with, the Synchro 10s. Scream to mill 3, mill Scream plus Tragedy. Tragedy's good in the graveyard for a future turn for some follow-up. They're going to go Tribute Druisworm for Sornier. Druisworm to try to out Dragos to Palea. chain Dragostapelia on Cartasia, chaining Cartasia effect. And then we do have Rukalos, Havnus, Solik. We're going to choose to chain the Havnus there. Special summon Mill 3. Okay. And then they're going to go for Grangoyle, new chain link. Well, obviously that's sent, but yeah, now new chain link. They are going to get Sornier, Regang, Grangoyle. Regang won the special. Grangoyle 2 to send. Sornier chain link 3. And then they're going to chain Medora to put back Kelbeck, Tier Cash, and then the Magnumlet that the Regang just targeted. So now resolve the chain. Okay, so we're going to dump Ash Dragon off Grangoyle, Retribution off Sornier. And then new chain link. They could Planet Pop if they wanted to, since they just put back the Tier Cash. Decides to do nothing there though. Okay, Retribution effect, banish, grab back the Branded in red from the graveyard. So we have Branded Fusion in our hand already. We're gonna go Battle Phase here. Activate Branded in red. I was gonna say we can't like tack Havnus as the first play because Rukalos is protecting. But we're going to activate Branded in red on Albaz. They do have Rukalos, but they said that's fine. So now they're going to go up in the Mirror Jade. And then Regained effect to put back and draw. Put back Grangoyle, draw on the Druid Worm. Mirror Jade to banish, chain Solik, send Havnus. Havnus effect, chain Druid Worm, chain Rukalos. And then chain Mercarrier. And that is tough. It's actually crazy that N3sh hasn't just like worked his way back in this game. But like, you know, that's a really good interaction. Like that whole chain link was good for N3sh. So banish the Havnus. You know, Rukalos gets negated by Mercarrier. Solik, negate the Mirror Jade. Then we're just gonna go main phase 2. Activate the Branded Fusion, dump Fallen of Albaz, Bestial Lebellion, bring out Albion the Branded Dragon, effect, banish, bring out the Borrelord Furious, and then summon Lebellion by tributing the Albion, the Branded, and then Lebellion to bring out Branded Beast, activate the Borrelord Furious to pop our Mirror Jade, and then their Scream, and then Beast to tribute Druisworm out Planet. You may ask why we added our own Mirror Jade, but we do have Ash Dragon at end phase to summon Quem, and Quem in the future can try to summon back out Mirror Jade. We have gone through our Branded in red though, but yeah, they already used Druisworm this turn on Dragostapelia. They said use, never mind. End phase, Cartasia, add itself back. Albion, go search out High Spirits, Ash Dragon, go summon out Quem. I was going to say Quem, but I guess it's just Fallen of Albaz. That's fair. And that may also be why we had gotten rid of our Mirror Jade. Yeah, we could discard High Spirits, add it right back during the end phase. Okay. Yeah, I like this. Go ahead, go into Mirror Jade. And then now they're going to go High Spirits effect to add back. You know, we didn't use it this turn, so we can still just add it back. Mirror Jade, dump Rinbrum. Thinking of Alibur. It doesn't even matter. Sure, so I'll chain Mirror Jade anyways, doesn't matter. Yeah, literally it just doesn't matter. This game's over. You got cooked. So they negate something, Rinbrum, banish Rukalos, and then pass, they draw Branded Fusion. Main phase, so they have, what, Tragedy, Branded in red. Albion the Shrouded Dragon, which doesn't really do anything to be honest. We do have Branded Fusion with Fallen of Albaz in our deck, but the opponent has like so much more than us, to be honest. And they have a lot of follow-up too. Very strong plays. Even just Regang summoning back out like a Druisworm is pretty solid too. Activate Branded Fusion. They're thinking on that. I don't even know what they're gonna dump here. Do they play a light in their deck? They're going to dump Fallen of Albaz, Merly. Okay, just bring out Lebellion just to get the Merly effect. Okay. And then Merly 1, Regang 2 to summon back out. So target Druisworm, bring out Druisworm. Now put back Merly, Rhino, King of the Swamp. Bring out the Kaleido Heart. And then Kaleido Heart effect, spin back Mirror Jade. They said think on res, Rinbrum effect. Bring out Fallen of Albaz. And then Fallen of Albaz effect. Now they can't fuse with Kaleido, but we wouldn't want to do that anyways. Effect, they do have Solic. And then they're going to chain Regain. Okay, Fallen of Albaz 1, Regain 2, Solic 3 onto Fallen of Albaz. I mean, they have like Beast and Furious, but like, you know, they're not going to get to resolve this. But that should be fine. They're going to try to pop Lubellion and Solic and then chain Branded Beast. No, it doesn't chain Branded Beast. Oh, wait, I'm just dumb. Obviously, pop Solic and then it still just resolves. I'm so dumb. I wasn't even thinking about popping Solic because I was like, oh, that's just dumb. But I guess it's really not that scary. Sure, make Mirror Jade again, just because, like, you kind of just win off Mirror Jade. They put back, draw, and then they're going to go Solic effect. And then, yeah, they just submit defeat. Wow. I mean, that just shows. I mean, Mirror Jade's crazy. We all know this. The card's an interruption, big body, follow up, especially when you get to use it, like, as many times as N3sh did. I mean, that was, like, 3 times in, like, a minute. And then next game we got Branded Opening, Branded Fusion, Terraforming, Tear Cash, Shadow Beast. They have Branded Fusion, Imperm, Fallen of Albaz, Sorneer, Branded in White. Like I said before, though, this deck, it's like a tier deck, but since we put a lot of bad mills into it, it's like a tier deck that's mixed with Branded. But it's also not, like, it's not good tier because we don't have that many, like, we don't have as many good mills. It's not good Branded because we don't have, like, the full Branded engine. So we just, like, slapped it together. I dislike this deck a lot. I really do. I think this is, like, a really old style of tier. But maybe there's a good way to build it. Maybe there is. Maybe there is. I'm not going to, like, fully hate on the deck. Branded Fusion's a crazy card. But they're going to bring out Shadow Beast 1, Alibur 2. And then they're going to chain Imperm. I mean, yeah, you're going to see Imperms, Drolls, Ashes a lot more often in people's decks. People are afraid of Flunder and stuff like that. But now they're just going to go main phase, discard King of the Swamp, go search Poly, and then, you know, we have Terraform in there to go search for the Tier Planet, activate Tier Planet, search out Rhino Heart, normal summon Rhino Heart effect, go dump Havness, Havness effect, chain Sorneer. Otherwise, they can just kind of fuse into anything they want. They could chain Tear Cash. Could. Yeah, I was going to say, then they get to keep Sorneer. That does kind of suck. Like, more DD Crows kind of hurts. They're going to dump Merly, Fallen of Albaz for Branded Fusion, bring out Lubellion. Lubellion 1, Merly 2. So, resolve the fusion that we were trying to resolve earlier. Put back. Oh, but also just making Kaleido instead, since now they've summoned Sorneer. We can just spin that back instead of just making like a Rucalis or something, and then summon Mirror Jade. Kaleido. To spin that back, Planet, pop Kaleido, dump Scream, add Trap, potentially. Yeah, and that also puts something in graveyard for the Tier Cash. So, summon, dump Scream, Scream, grab Solic, set, and then pass turn. They draw Druid Worm. So, standby phase, main phase, activate Branded Fusion. They said that's fine, so they're going to go dump Fallen of Albaz, Bestial Lubellion, summon out the Ash Dragon. This is unaffected by stuff that was summoned from the extra deck, so, you know, they could Solic out it. Main phase, they could Tier Cash to try to get a, you know, easy Kaleido spin on it. Well, I guess, yeah, that would work because, you know, this was summoned from the graveyard, not the extra deck. But we're going to allow them to enter battle, attack Kaleido, activate Solic onto Ash Dragon, send Kaleido effect. They change Druid Worm off the top, and they pretty much know it's off the top. Otherwise, they would have Druid Wormed the other tier name and taken out 2 tier names. But yeah, they bring that out. I think it's like kind of deserved. Yeah, it's like a little bit deserved. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like that could have been played a little bit different. I don't know. I guess maybe just trying to do Tier Cash early. Is that greedy? I don't think so. I mean, we definitely want to out this card. This card's nice. Then they're also gonna like get rid of it for Lubellion at some point. But they bring out Druid Worm. And then they're gonna go main 2. Okay. Decided to not Druid Worm beat over the Alibur there. And then main phase 2, bring out Lubellion by tributing the Ash Dragon, on summon Mirror Jade, dump the Albion the Branded Dragon, banish Lubellion. Then normal Fallen of Albaz, effect, discard Branded in white. Also, you know, that card's going to go ahead and get to reset itself during the end phase because it was sent by Fallen of Albaz. And then bring out Mirror Jade by getting rid of their Mirror Jade. Their Mirror Jade will activate the effect to wipe during end phase. And then our Mirror Jade on field effect to go dump for cost and banish Alibur. So that's why we left the Alibur there, because we wanted to go ahead and Mirror Jade that. And then end phase, they said your Mirror Jade resolves. No way, you just let them do that. Okay, alright, I'm gonna be honest. Most people don't know how end phase works. You can cheese a lot of people because they don't know how end phase works. I've done it so many times. Oh my, it feels so clean too. It feels so clean. Just go end phase. Yeah, your Mirror Jade resolves. But wait, I guess it has to be that way. Yeah, I guess it has to be that way, actually. Never mind. Okay, I'll bring up what I was saying, but it doesn't work exactly how I thought it would for like 2 seconds because I realized, like, you know, this already activated. Eventually, this has to resolve. But usually, if both players, let's say, have like Albion the Branded Dragon in graveyard, if the turn player is like, I'm turn player, you can resolve your card first. You know, they could just be like, no, pass back priority. Or, you know, you can just keep passing, like, pass the priority, make the turn player do their thing first. But it really depends on this scenario. There's a lot of weird scenarios, too, where it can come up. Like, Book of Eclipse, that's a really good one to know. Like, Book of Eclipse, Econ, stuff like that. But not right there, because, you know, that already activated, has to resolve. But they're going to go ahead and bring out Quem effect. But it wouldn't surprise me if I saw N3sh do it, because, like, usually you see people who know how, like, the end phase works very well to, you know, I don't want to say, like, abuse the end phase, but, you know, getting to use it to their advantage. Summon Quem effect, dump Cartasia, and then Cartasia effect, add itself back to hand. Albion the Branded Dragon. That's going to add High Spirits. I was going to say, I don't think that's going to set. So they're going to grab the High Spirits. Okay. And then they're going to go activate High Spirits before the Albion effect. Said not yet. Gotta finish. Yep. Dump the Cartasia Grangoyle for High Spirits. Search Mercarrier. And then Quem effect. Summon back out Mirror Jade. Branded in white to set itself. Now the opponent's card can activate. The Albion effect, they said think on Albion. Then they're going to Mercarrier it. Pass, they draw Tearlament. That's a solid draw. They're going to go main phase, activate Tear Cache, banish the Scream special effect to go mill. And then they're going to chain Grangoyle. Okay, so they have Fallen of Albaz and Cartasia, engraved for Quem, I guess Ash Dragon too, but they're going to go Grangoyle in response to the Tear Cache effect, so they're going to bring out Quem from the deck, and then they're going to mill Tear Cache, Branded in Red, and Branded Fusion, so Tear Cache 1, Quem 2, they said okay, so they're going to go dump Retribution, they're going to mill Foolish Fenrir, activate Tearlament over Tearlament, go search Rhino. Then on res, they're thinking, because they do have Retribution that can put a card in their hand, and then they have Quem that can summon Fallen of Albaz, and they can't stop it because there's 2 of them, but there's no point of really summoning Fallen of Albaz right now. Yeah, so they're just going to let that go. Normal summon Rhino, effect, go dump Merly, and then Merly effect, okay. And then put back, is that just Dragos Tapalia? Yeah, I was going to say, there's not really a whole lot of options there. Summon Dragos Tapalia, Tearlament effect to go pop the back row, chain Quem to summon Cartasia, chain Solic to negate the Quem, and then they said, that's fine, sure, send Rhino, pop the Branded in White, negate Quem, Dragos Tapalia, attack Mirror Jade, dump Rinbrum for cost, and then Dragos Tapalia to negate that, sure. And then oh, I can't even talk. That Mirror Jade was not summoned properly, so it cannot activate its effect because it was summoned off of the Clem. Tearlament try to beat over. They don't have an Aliber in graveyard to summon back or anything. I think that's what they were checking. But now they're gonna go Retribution, banish, add back the Branded in white, Rinbrum, Fallen of Albaz, Mirror Jade, game. Yep. I mean, yeah, but you're playing against a watered-down branded deck. Just Mirror Jade repeatedly. Eventually, you're gonna win. Gosh, Clem is such a good card. I think this card's so good. This is like one of the best cards in branded. And then they're gonna dump Albia, banish, and they just submit defeat and leave. You gotta at least say GG's. I mean, like, you're playing a very interactive matchup. It sucks that your opponent's deck has the Bystials in it, so they do have, like, I mean, I think this deck list has a huge advantage on this deck list. I'm not going to lie. But, I mean, it's also this player's fault for playing this build. I mean, you saw the mills. We milled a Tearlament, Branded Fusion, Branded and Wed, and then we went Tearlament effect, mill Foolish, Fenrir. Like, sure, that can happen in regular tier, but in this deck you have what? 3 Tier Planet, Poly, 3 Branded Fusion, Terraforming, 3 Opening, a Branded in red, you know, the Foolish. I don't know, that's like a lot of not good mills. And then they also play Fenrir, so they probably also play Pressured Planet. Yeah, I mean, that's why you would play Fenrir, unless they just play like 3 of it, which, actually, did they... Yep. They did indeed play multiple Fenrir. Okay. Yeah. Wow. Okay. That's just more like not good mills, right? Like Fenrir is not the greatest mills. Sometimes it's okay if you have like tier cash in hand and really need something to banish. But yeah, maybe we'll end up seeing this deck more. I would like to see some improvements on it. Maybe not playing against this deck either, because this deck's kind of just gonna cook you most of the time. Yeah, and I'm also happy that we're seeing high spirits in this deck. Like, it's so good, because you just get the end phase, activate Quen. Like, I did not think this card was that good and branded for a while. And then I watched, it was during the Worlds tourney, when the OCG players, they were like all playing branded, like all the Japanese players, and it was like, it was insane branded gameplay, and I was like, oh my gosh, they're making high spirits look broken, because they had like 1 branded fusion too. I think there was something else hitting the deck, but yeah, that's when high spirits, I was like, wow, that's nice. And then you're also playing this build with like the synchros, which we also didn't really get to see, but like the synchros help with this, or like needing extra cards off the Bystials, and then being able to use those. And you know, you can send like Ash Dragon, and then that gets you to Clem, which is like one of the best cards in your deck. But, okay, I'm going to end the video there. Oh, okay, I was just seeing if N3sh said something. But, alright, once again, make sure to go ahead and check out N3sh's YouTube or Twitch, whichever one I link down below in the very top of the description. Make sure to go ahead and check it out, especially if you want to see this deck list. Maybe go check out his Twitch, ask him for it. I've had so many people ask me for the Synchro branded deck list, and I don't have it. So, you know, ask N3sh while he's live. Maybe he'll give it to you. And with all that being said, the DB Grinder signing off. Peace. Have a nice day. Stay safe.